Friends, family, and members of the community visited the Cox Convention Center Friday, June 17th, to pay their respects to Clara Luper. The civil rights leader passed away on June 8th at the age of 88. Relative friends and leaders spoke about Luper's many achievements. While not in attendance, President Barack Obama sent a letter to the family and reflected on her efforts for equality.
It says, "Dear friends, First Lady Michelle and I were saddened to learn of the passing of your mother, Clara, and we extend our deepest condolences. There are no words to ease the pain of losing a parent. I know Clara will sorely be missed by all who knew and loved her, and I hope you find solace in cherished memories and comfort in the presence of your family and friends. My thoughts are with you and your loved ones at this difficult time. Sincerely, President Barack Obama, President of the United States, your President, my President, our President of the United States of America."
During the ceremony, Governor Mary Fallin urged people to remember Luper's values. Governor Fallin also read a letter from former President Bill Clinton, who acknowledged Luper's efforts and courage during the early days of the civil rights movement.
Clara Luper will be remembered as a civil rights icon and a true American hero who stood for individual liberty and justice. She was a true pioneer woman in the Oklahoma fashion that blazed trails for fellow Oklahomans and fellow Americans.
All those things I said because I was Clara Luper's daughter. If she were here today, because you knew Clara Luper, because you were one of Clara Luper's students, because you're one of Clara Luper's relatives, because you were one of her friends, because you're citizens of her city and her state. Because you knew Clara Luper, she would ask you if you had your NAACP membership. She would say, if you love Clara Luper, did you buy a ticket to Miss Black Oklahoma? If you love Clara Luper, are you going to come and support me or give me some money to help send these kids to an NAACP convention? That's how we show love for Clara Luper. She would say, if you want to love me, if you're in school, to all the young people, you go to the top because the bottom is much too crowded. She would say, if you love Clara Luper, you do well, you stay out of trouble. If you're going to be involved with the sheriff, it's on the department, not having the sheriff come to your house. That's how you show love for Clara Luper. If you own a business, be the best in your business. That's what she said, do it well so that nobody else can do it better. That is how we show our love for Clara Luper, to show that her legacy lives on. It's when we do our best, it's when we give our best, and it's when we do something to help someone else, especially a young person. You know, her heart was with the youth. And that's how we can continue to make this world a better place.
Mama said, when in doubt and you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go to the Lord. Go to the Lord, He has the answer. So we went in there and we started praying. I looked at my mother had become so frail. And we prayed. Remlin prayed like I never heard nobody pray before. He prayed so good his wife even started singing, and she can't sing. Oh, he was praying. We're all around Mama. After we got through praying, he threw his hands up in the air and he said, "The Spirit of the Lord is in here. The Spirit, I can feel it. The Spirit of the Lord is in here. The Spirit of the Lord is in here." And he was just shaking. I was standing next to him. I said, my God. Some of us went back in the den. Some of us stayed back with Mama. I stayed back there for a while and it was just quietness. Then I went back in the den and they told me, I think it was Deanna, said, "Come here, Marilyn, Mom is cold." So I said, "Turn down the air conditioning because you know at this age I need plenty of air, and I'm sorry it's probably too cold in there." But when I went into my mother's room, When I went into my mother's room, I looked at her and there's no breath in her body. She didn't moan and she didn't groan. She didn't complain, she didn't cry. She just closed her eyes and went on up to the sky. I say, when my mother come back, Lord, I ask you, don't take my mother. I want to keep my mother for always. Because my prayer as a child is, let me die before my mother, because I can't make it and I can't take it. But God said, you're wrong. I'll put you here and I'll take you when I want to. So when he took my mother, I can see the smile on her face. I can see that crowd of glory. I can see the thousands of young people. I can see my little nephew, whose birthday was the day after she died, waiting on her. Say, come on, Clara. You fought a good fight. You've helped fed the hungry. You've helped kids that didn't have no shoes. You just tried to do the best that you can. And I want to tell you, Oklahoma City, if you don't remember nothing else about Clara Luper was fair. She wanted that Afro-American plaza so we could be represented on the state grounds of Oklahoma. She was proud to be black. Her father never had the opportunity to eat in a restaurant or to sleep in a hotel. And I'm through after I tell you this. We're all in this together. She gave her life, but are you willing to give yours?
Following the services, a procession traveled to Hillcrest Memory Gardens Cemetery in Spencer for a graveside service. You can find more on Clara Luper in the Oklahoman and on newsok.com.